Hi there YouTube, welcome back to my channel, welcome to my subscribers, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please think about doing so. Here on this channel we talk about everything to do with the African diaspora, politics, life, love, music and everything in between. So I hope you guys are having a really great day, and today I just want to talk about, I wanted to talk about Thomas Sankara and the phrase you keep your friends close and your enemies closer, and why that may not always be the best advice. So Thomas Sankara became the president of Burkina Faso in 1983. At the time he was just 34 years old, and he remained the president until 1987 when he was assassinated. Thomas Sankara was known as Africa's Che Guevara due to his anti-imperialist ideologies. He was a socialist, a Marxist and a Pan-Africanist, and he implemented a number of socialist policies which we're going to take a look at in a moment. However, Thomas Sankara had a really good friend, and that friend was known as Blaise Compaoré. Now, Blaise and Thomas had pretty much grown up together. They were, as I said, they were really close friends. So at the time when Thomas Sankara became the president, Blaise was right there by his side. However, when he was assassinated in 1987, many people suspected Blaise as having had something to do with it. They had warned Thomas Sankara about his friend numerous times, but Thomas did not listen to their warnings, and that, in the least is unfortunate, to say the least. So when Thomas Sankara was assassinated, Blaise became the president, and he stayed the president for 37 years after that. He only left the seat of power in 2014 when he was chased out, and basically there were protests in the country, and the people were protesting because he wanted to extend his leadership, his rulership, beyond 37 years. So he fled to the Ivory Coast. So let's just take a look for a moment at some of the achievements of Thomas Sankara, and I think it's really important to note this, and I'll say why in a minute. So Thomas Sankara vaccinated 2.5 million children against meningitis, yellow fever and measles. He initiated a nationwide literacy campaign, and he increased the literacy rate from 13% in 1983 to over 73% at the time of his assassination. He planted over 10 million trees to combat deforestation. He built roads and the railway system to really connect the country together and bring people together. He outlawed FGM. He was known as a real staunch advocate for women's rights. He appointed many women into high-profile positions in government. He put in place pregnancy rights and pregnancy leave, so that women who got pregnant during, while studying or even in education, they'd continue to be supported. He made sure to get rid of the government's fleet of Mercedes cars, so no flashy cars for government ministers, and he insisted that they all drove what was the cheapest cars in Burkina Faso at the time, which was the Renault 5. Thomas Sankara, in addition to, I can go on and read more about his achievements, but the reason I'm pointing out those achievements is that there are many leaders who say that they need more time to build roads, they need more time to build hospitals, they need more time to build schools. And those leaders, many of them have been in power 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Thomas Sankara was able to do that in a minimal number of years. So you need to ask yourself, when these leaders are saying that they need more time, are they really being honest about that? And the reality is we really need to think about who we are voting for during the time of elections, or maybe even think about the boycotting of elections if you cannot be guaranteed that they will actually be free and fair. It's about making a stance and about your rights as a person. However, back to Thomas Sankara. Thomas Sankara, in addition to being a Pan-Africanist, socialist, Marxist, anti-imperialist, was also a musician. And it was Thomas Sankara that wrote the national anthem for Burkina Faso. Just a bit of additional trivia for you there. So the reason I'm making this video is because now, April 2021, Blaise Compaoré has now officially been indicted as having had and being complicit in the assassination of Thomas Sankara alongside 13 others. So they're now hoping and waiting for the Ivory Coast to extradite him back to Burkina Faso, where he can face justice. But in a way, my point is this, and my overall question and interest and concern is this also. When Blaise fled to the Ivory Coast, he didn't do so because, you know, the people had rose up due to what happened with Thomas Sankara. He fled because he was trying to extend his tenure beyond 37 years, and that's why the people rose up and he had to flee. So my question is, if Thomas Sankara, and as he was so well loved, at the time of his assassination, why did the people not rise up then? Why did they not rise up then? And why, if they suspected that Blaise may have had something to do with it, why did they allow him to sit on the seat in the first place? That's my question. Okay, guys, if you're interested in knowing more about Thomas Sankara, please check it out and let me know what you think in the comments. And that's it for now. Okay, peace.